Hello again, real estate investors. Ray Burkhalter here with REI Funding Partners. We are private lenders serving the state of Alabama, and we have been since 2011. And we love bringing you these tips week to week. These are things that we've learned from our own experiences and from funding over 100 rehab projects. So we hope you find today's topic helpful. And today's topic is, what steps will you need to take to start your real estate investor loan? So a couple of assumptions. Number one, that you have the property identified that you want to purchase. And number two, that you have your lender identified that works with investment properties. So with the beginning of a loan, it typically starts with a loan application. In our case, we do a quick loan app. So that's just a very short one that gets us some information, mostly about the property itself. What are you paying for it? What are the rehab costs? What's the after repaired value? What's your exit strategy? And from that, we can create a loan estimate so that you can see what the numbers would be for the project. Then if all of that looks good, then the next step would be a full loan application, which is more geared toward the information about you and your company that does the real estate investments and what kind of reserves and financials you have in place to make sure that the project is going to be successful. The next, entity documents. And what I mean by that is on our private money loans, they're all business to business loans. So you must have a business entity in place to secure your loan with us. So at this point, you'll provide a few of the basic business documents like operating agreement and statement of good standing from the state of Alabama or whichever state you're working in. Our projects have to be in the state of Alabama, but sometimes the entities that we fund are out of state. So some entity documents would be next. And then scope of work for the rehab project that you want to do along with your budget. So a list of the repairs that you intend to make and the upgrades and what it's going to cost you to make those. Very important piece of information that's needed as you get into your loan process. And then another is an appraisal or a BPO, which means a broker's price opinion, something that's going to be a third-party verification of what's the value of the property. What is it worth today? What is it going to be worth after repairs, considering the scope of work that we just mentioned? Now, we as your lender order that for you. So your main step is to make sure that we have that scope of work that I just mentioned, because the appraisal agent or BPO agent is going to need to have that in order to know the work that you plan to do to the property so they can give you an accurate after repaired value. And the final piece of information that I'm going to mention today is property insurance. So you'll need to have your insurance binder in place covering damages to the property and liability. And also your lender will need to be listed as mortgagee on that policy so that they'll be protected as well. So when you work with us, you'll get onboarded, you'll go through all this process through our loan processing system. But just to give you a heads up of some things that us or most any lender would need in order to do your investment loan, this gives you a quick rundown of those and kind of what the different pieces are, what they mean. So I hope you found this helpful, and you'll again see our contact information on the screen here if you need to reach out with any questions. If there's a project that we can help you with, we're glad to do that as well. But we're just here to see that you are moving forward towards your goals and your business. We're here to support. So until the next time, take care and God bless.